So the Oklahoma City Thunder just won the 2025 NBA Finals. I guess I have to rebuild them right now, even though they don't need a rebuild, but it's going to be an interesting one today, and I'm excited for it. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? This Thunder team, unreal, man. You have the MVP. You also have somebody that was on an all-defensive team and all-NBA team. You have one of the best young big men in the NBA. You have an incredible defender and screen setter and passer with a great floater in Hardenstein. One of the best defenders in the NBA as well in Lou Dort, the Dorture Chamber. Another one of the best players on the defensive end of the floor in the NBA in Alex Caruso. You have Jay Will, Casey Wallace. Also, one of the other best players in the NBA on the defensive end of the floor. Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, Usman. This team is unreal with all this draft capital. We may never see a team in a better position right now in June of 2025 than the OKC Thunder. Now, in a year from now, when they get more expensive, when these draft picks don't look as good, maybe some players aren't as valuable as they are today, they're not going to be in a better spot. But I think right now is one of the best positions with their depth, their star, their picks, their contracts in NBA possible history. And today, I'm going to do something similar to what I did in my Pacers elimination rebuild. I'm going to try to stay below the second apron. We're okay going into the first apron, but the second apron is something we're not going to try to go into. The Thunder owner has never really wanted to pay the tax. They're going to have to one day, and I'm very interested to see if Chet and Jada both fully get the rookie max extensions, like the full $50 million a year in 5 years from now ones. They're right now a team that is over the cap. They have access to the mid-level exception, which I'm probably not going to use given how expensive this team can be. But yeah, right now, I mean, Shea's about to get a super max as well. We are going to try to stay under the $207 million second apron. We're at 178. We may have $35 million going up. I think there's going to be some easy moves to make this offseason to shed some cap. Because we also have some nice draft picks as well. So let's go to the 2025 NBA draft. And we have picks 15 and 24. Now I can consolidate those picks. I also have 45 and 30, but I am going to make some trades on draft night to get off of some money. Oh yeah, because we also have Nikola Topic coming over next year, who was a lottery pick that didn't play this past season. So I'm going to trade away Kenrich Williams, an underrated defender, a good player, and I don't want to trade him away. He's been in OKC when they were really bad back in 2021. He's a nice 3D piece, so I think teams would covet him. I could even get maybe a first round pick for him, but I'm going to just say 3 second rounders from Detroit that can absorb his cap. I'm freeing up $7 million because when you add in that second apron wrinkle, it really gets interesting. Like, I'm even paying guys $2 million in the second round that I don't know if I can afford. And I wonder how this Thunder team and Sam Presti and their front office is going to navigate the second apron going forward. Because once you are in the second apron, you can't use the mid-level exception. You can't even use the biannual exception either, or the taxpayer mid-level at $5.6 million. You can't aggregate 2 or more player salaries in a trade. You can't send out cash in a trade. You can't acquire a player using a traded player exception. And if you're a repeat offender, hate using that word, but if you're a repeat offender, your first round pick is going to drop in 6 years to the end of the first round, no matter where you end up. So yeah, when these guys get expensive, is Lou Dort going to be an odd man out? Is Alex Caruso going to get traded? Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, these guys could potentially be moved. And we also have the 24th pick in the draft. I want to see if I can move that in 3 seconds for a different first rounder. So I'm going to call up the Sacramento Kings. See, the Sacramento Kings want to get in the first round this year since they don't own a first round pick. You have the Spurs 2027 first. They got a Timberwolves first from that trade as well. I'll take the Spurs 2027. That might not be great. Could I get the Kings 2028 first for 24, both my seconds, and I'll throw an additional second because I think a Kings unprotected pick in 28 could be valuable. They say yes to that. Kings get back in the first round. So I'm going to keep my pick at 15, and we are on the board. I want to take somebody that's realistically potentially could go in this range. So Dominique Clifford, I would have targeted. Derek Queen could fall. Lee McNeely could fall, but Maxime Renown went 12. Is there like a stud that's on the board? I mean, Noah Essengay, Jason Richardson's on the board, Yegor Demon. I kind of like the idea of Noah Essengay because he's not going to play for us right away next year, but he's somebody that just measured in 6'10 without shoes at Ratio Farm, a great defender. I also like Cedric Howard, who's not 19 years old. Essengay is actually 19. Essengay might be 18. I think he's the second youngest player in this draft. And I think he makes a ton of sense for OKC and could maybe be Kenrich Williams for us on a much cheaper deal. All right, so that was my only draft pick, and we took Noah Essengay. I'm going to pick up the team options on J-Dub, Chet, Jay Will, Wallace, and Jang. But there's a good chance I'm going to move Usman Jang this offseason. It's crazy that everybody's under contract for next year so they can run this whole team back. I'm going to also see if I can get 3 second rounders for Usman Jang, and the Brooklyn Nets are willing to take a chance on his upside, which I think teams should call OKC. We're also getting Nikola Topic back next year, who didn't play at all as a rookie, which I'm so excited for. And let's see if this team can go back to back because They're not going to be able to afford, most likely, Hartenstein in a year from now and pick up that team option. We also created a $6.7 million trade exception with that deal. I just don't know if there's any undrafted free agents that I'd like to go after that ended up not getting signed. Kobe Johnson from UCLA, I wouldn't mind. Elijah Martin as well. I mean, could I actually sign these guys? 2 years, $1.7 million. I'll give Elijah Martin and I'll give Kobe Johnson the second year. And I may have to release one of them, so this could be stupid. So Shea actually regresses for some reason. J-Dub goes up, Chet goes up. Hartenstein, Dort, Wiggins, Caruso technically drop. All right, so I can give J-Dub the extension. Yeah, I'll give him this. It's actually going to be a little bit less than I think the full max. So I'll be realistic and I can't front load it. Chet does not want to sign it right now. Like Jay Will, I can't afford to give you 12 mil. You're going to be gone. Casey Wallace is going to be an interesting guy as well, but he's got a little bit of time. He still has 2 more years till he's a free agent. Like Lou Dort, how would his extension look like as well? I do need to release somebody before the season starts. So yeah, I'm going to have to absorb like $1 million in dead money. Why did I give Kobe Johnson? Actually, could I just trade one of them for like a second round swap? All right, so could I maybe get a second rounder from the Spurs for Kobe Johnson, Riley Minix? All right, we'll do a second round swap. And then I'll cut Minix, who has 1 year left on the deal. So I'm not taking a big cap hit or a big cap hit, a $1 million cap hit in a year from now. I don't know why I did that because I got to be restrictive here. I got to be cautious of the second apron at $207 million. So right now, we are at $172 million. We are going to go up to a little bit more next year for sure. Because Chet, like this is going to be probably close to like 170-ish. But like Hartenstein, I'm probably going to have to trade him. The Shea extension is going to be massive as well. I don't think I can get him done on one right now. So let's look at this team. It's going to be Shea at the 1. We'll do 36 minutes a night for the regular season. Lou Dort, J-Dub, Holmgren, Hartenstein. I want Casey Wallace probably getting like 19 minutes in the regular season off the bench. We'll do 26 to Hartenstein, 33 to Chet, 35 J-Dub, 27 Dort is fine. So I got 30 more minutes to play with here. Like I got to give Wiggins around 15 a night, right? Like, yeah. I don't even have minutes for Alex Caruso. This team is unreal. So you know what? I don't think AJ Mitchell is going to crack the rotation. Well, actually, you know what? He'll get 10 minutes tonight until Topic is back. Like Dylan Jones isn't cracking this rotation. This team is just too deep. Maybe I honestly go like 10 to Joe because I want to go a little bit more to Alex Caruso. So we'll do something like that. System proficiency under Dagno. 4.5 star balance. What is pace and space? It's 4 stars. We'll stick with balance. We start off the season against Detroit, Memphis, Dallas, and Charlotte. We end up going 3-1. I feel like in 2K recently, Dallas has been way better in San Antonio than OKC, so hopefully we could change that in this video. And this team is 41-12 at the trade deadline. We are a game back of the Dallas Mavericks. We do have a better point differential tied with the Spurs and the Knicks for the best point differential in the NBA. The Knicks have Josh Giddey on their team. What do you take the minimum to come to New York? So our winning scorer is Shea, putting up MVP numbers yet again, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 44% from 3. Chet, 20 and 10, 48, 40, 70 splits. J-Dub, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, doing what J-Dub does. Lou Dort, 39% from 3. Hartenstein, 9, 8. 40% from 3. What? Casey Wallace, 37% from 3. Wiggins has struggled a little bit this year. Mitchell has been really good, but I think in the second half, damn, 2K hates Caruso. They hate Caruso. There's Isaiah Joe and Jay Will. So what I want to do, though, is for the second half, although Mitchell has been good, I think it's time to just get Nikola Topic into the rotation. I mean, he was a lottery pick for crying out loud. Will Shea sign an extension? He will. So I'll give him the max because he's going to get $70 million a year. So I want to be realistic against the second apron. Jay Will is as good as gone, but I think for vibes, I want to keep him around for one more run, and then he can leave in free agency. So yeah, like next year, we're going to get very expensive as a team. So Wemby just won MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, Giddey 6th Man of the Year, Wemby Depoy, Scoot Most Improved, Devin Booker Clutch Player of the Year, and there's Tibbs Coach of the Year. You have Wemby first team with Luka, Giannis, Jokic, and yeah, right. Second team, we do get Shea, so he does not end up on All-NBA first team. Do we get an all-defensive team member? We do. Chet Holmgren, who's going to get a nice extension. Career highs across the board for Chet, really hitting his ceiling. And if I do move on, which I probably will have to, from Hartenstein financially, do I move Chet back to the 5, or do I try to acquire a different 5 this offseason? Because I want to get more minutes for Noah Essengay next year. Maybe I should have drafted a center. So yeah, this is the team right now. Gonna have to go to the cap sheet. I said it a lot in the Pacers rebuild, but I hope that we can, I don't know, in 2K26, you know how you can turn on like a trade restriction? Turn on like an apron restriction, right? Implement the apron. It's kind of annoying in real life, but I think in 2K it can provide for a fun challenge. So I will trot out Caruso for the playoffs because I have to, but man, 2K hates him. I'm not gonna play Topic in the playoffs. He looked fine. He's 20 years old. I'm not gonna, do I want to play Jay Will? I'm okay playing J. Will. J. Will's going to get like 8 minutes a night. Isaiah Joe can get around 15. We'll go 15 to this trio, 20 to Wallace, 24 to Hartenstein. Let's go 35 to J-Dub and Chet, 30 to Dort. I want to go 42 to Shea, and we can go 36 to J-Dub. So we're taking on the Pelicans in round 1, a team we should beat. Last time they met was the 2024 playoffs round 1. Thunder swept them. 39-9 for Shea in game 1. Game 2 goes to the Pelicans by 5. Brandon Boston dropped 28 against, I was going to say his former team, but no, he's never played in OKC. Game number 3 goes to OKC, 138-128, 27 for Chet, 26 for Shea. He got into foul trouble, and we still won by 10. We lose game 4. 2K does not like the Thunder. I respect the Pelicans, but come on, man. Game 5 goes to the Thunder. We blow them out. Can we please just get it done in 6? Nope, we got to go to game 7. Oh my God, we choked that fourth quarter. You know, if we lose in 7, 2K hates us. Okay, thank you. We advanced. We won by 17, and we got outscored by 12 in the fourth. We're taking on the Spurs. This is a tough path because then we get to probably take on the Mavericks. Spurs did not add like Kevin Durant in this sim. Game 1 goes to the Thunder, 125-108, 40 for Mr. Chet Holmgren. Game 2 goes to the Thunder by 7, 31-15. I know everyone's out on that rivalry between Chet and Wemby. I get it why they're out now, but in this game, Chet is making it a rivalry again and showing that maybe he's the best young big in the league. Wemby said, nope, 35-9 for me. Game number 4, we do take a 3-1 lead. We won by 1. Shea with 31, Chet with 24. We do lose game 5. Oh my God, we gave up 156 points. How bad has Caruso been offensively? Come on, he's like Draymond. 2K, make him better. Game 6, we win. We won 131-112. Like, Caruso in this game, he's a +4. Like, I'm thinking about just benching Caruso. I hate to do it, but, like, 2K just hates him. Oh, and we're taking on the Timberwolves here. Chet at 25 in the quarterfinals. Knicks and Cavs over there in the East. We take a 2-0 lead, 2-1. All right, I was, like, not worried about Minnesota. I was getting cocky, so that's what I deserve. Shea's averaging 32. J-Dub about 20, what did that say, 4. We lost game 4 by 2. We blew them out in game 1 and in game 2, and they beat us by 18. Don't let them win 3 in a row. Okay, we win game 5, so Shea had 34, Dort had 20. Let's get it done in 6. Nope, for the second time in these playoffs, we're going to a game 7. They added Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Filipowski, Taylor Hendricks, and Gershon Yabusele in the offseason. So let's see what happens here. We have a nice first half. What is that third quarter? We're going to lose. Oh my God. This is shades of like Minnesota, Denver 2024. Wow. They beat us in game 7. Dude, it's tough to go back. Like we all thought Denver was going to repeat. Boom, they lose to Minnesota in game 7. We all thought maybe Boston was going to repeat. Boom, they blow the games against the Knicks. It's tough to repeat in the modern NBA. And I got to at least win one title with the Thunder in this video, right? So the Knicks beat Minnesota in 7, and Brunson got finals MVP. So some Thunder legends retired. Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, technically a Thunder legend, and James Harden, right? Thunder legend. So here we are at the draft lottery in 2026. I will be accurate with the protections, going to make it realistic. So I'm not getting that top 10 pick via Utah, but I can maybe get that top pick from the Clippers. There's no protection on that one. Unfortunately, it doesn't move up to 1, so I will have to give the Jazz back their number 1 pick because it's top 8 protected in 26. So I'll get some second rounders. I also get Houston's pick at 18. That is from the Russell Westbrook Chris Paul trade. So we will have 2 first round picks in the top 20, but unfortunately, I do have to give 1 back to the Jazz. 2K. Can we also implement protections on each year? Why does it have to be like moderate protected, then unprotected, top 10 protected, then unprotected? It should be able to come into 2 seconds. We could do that now. So I'll take the Jazz second tier for number 1. That hurts. So I also have 2 seconds. We do have the Chet Holmgren extension looming. Yeah. We are definitely either picking up the Hartenstein contract and trading him, which I think I can do. So yeah, we're going to re-sign Mark Daigneault. Sometimes 2K lets him walk. I don't get the reasoning for that. Yeah, we're bringing him back. All right, so I think, want to draft a center for sure, or at least another big man. We have a lot of wings on this roster right now. I wouldn't mind consolidating some picks. So could I maybe move 18, 48, and 58? Could that get me up to 16 in this draft? Like, I don't think I need to draft 2 second rounders. They're just never going to play. So who has 16 in this class? That would be the Milwaukee Bucks. They'll get some seconds out of it, and they're going to say yes to that. I'm also going to make, I think, 1 other trade, and I want to see if the Trailblazers are interested in Dylan Jones for 16 up to 10. Yeah, I thought that was a little rich because Dylan Jones is not cracking this rotation either next year. So who's got like 12? Sacramento? We want to work out a deal? Nope. What about who's got like 13? Golden State? Yeah, Dylan Jones can't get me up far. I do have a lot of seconds, so I'll throw in a couple seconds in this deal. Bang. So we're going to have 7 and 13 in this draft. AJ DeBanza goes to Utah. Very fitting. Darren Peterson to Chicago. And Miami is trading the 3rd pick for pick 4. I thought it was going to be for like Brunson or Cat. Knicks get Cameron Boozer. So I do want to snag a center. That might be Chris Sinak here. Definitely the best center on the board. Do I think he could be there at 13 potentially? So like best player available, maybe Nate Ament, maybe Kareem Lopez. Man, I feel like I should consolidate some of these picks. But some of the guys I would want to trade for have team options. Like Zubac's $19 million, but I don't even think I can pay that. But honestly, my 2 picks here might be $19 million. So I may end up trading one of these guys. I'm going to take, I'm going to take Micah here. I think that's the name. So we'll take him. Damn, Chris Sinak went. I mean, I could probably work out a trade with the Hornets. Yeah, I should. All right, because we're on the clock now. Damn, Kareem Lopez won as well. So could I maybe work out a trade with the Hornets where we did Chris Sinak? Where are you at? They also got JQ, so they don't need Chris Sinak. Jaden Quintans. I will give you 13, and I will give you a first-round pick that is going to be, or I'll give you 3 seconds. Would that work? Or no? They say yes to that. Okay, cool. And the Hornets ended up with Nate Ament as well, which is nice. So yeah, this is 9. This is about $17 million in draft money, which is kind of a lot. I'm going to pick up the deal on Harnstein, but I think I could trade him. Vu Dort, definitely picking that up. I don't know if I have to trade Vu Dort. I got to see what the Chet extension looks like. So I'm going to trade Isaiah Harnstein to the Golden State Warriors for their 2028 lottery-protected first-round pick. That's going to free up $28 million. And yeah, you assume Chet's going to make like $35 million. I think I have to trade away Caruso. And I'm going to trade Caruso to the Memphis Grizzlies for their 2027 top 3 protected first. So now I can kind of stomach any Chet extension. And I also want to bring back, I believe AJ Mitchell's a free agent, correct? Yeah, so let me bring back Mitchell. That Caruso for Goodie trade worked out so much for them. AJ Mitchell wants $10 million. Oh, man. Can I even give him that? I don't even know if I can afford that. I can. I don't even know. I may have to trade him. So Chet gets a deal from the Kings, 4 years, 162. I'm going to match that. There's a chance I have to trade away AJ Mitchell. I got to look at the cap sheet. So if I look at my breakdown, we're at $200 million. So we're right above the second apron. We have $7 million in wiggle room. Casey Wallace is a free agent next year. This is where it's going to get difficult. So yeah, we are going to advance past this offseason. I'm not bringing back Jay Will, so we're going to renounce the rights on him. Have some nice trade exceptions, but doubt I'll ever use them. So Shay's a 97, Chet's a 93. I could start Chris Sinak at the 5, but it just may end up being like Chet at the 5, J-Dub at the 4. Maybe I start Double M or I start Essengay. So Casey Wallace wants $20 million a year, so this is basically the Caruso extension. I'll do this. Yeah, $20 million. So it's basically the Caruso extension, $80 million over 4 years. Vu Dort, I would also like to bring back, and I'll give him basically the same amount. Man, but this team's going to get expensive, right? I got to choose Casey Wallace over Dort given the age. Oh, man. Like, I probably trade Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins next offseason as well. So I'll cross the Dort bridge when I get there. I don't have to re-sign him. It's going to be Shea at the 1, Kaysen at the 2. Yeah, I should probably give Kaysen high leverage minutes in case Vu Dort leaves. Sinak will be the starting 5. He's going to get like 18 minutes a night. 34 to Chet, 36 to J-Dub, 37 to Shea. AJ Mitchell's going to get like 10 minutes a night. Isaiah Joe about 14. Topic 14. And then remaining minutes, I want Essengay in there. And I obviously want Aaron Wiggins in there. So Wiggins is going to get around 15. And Essengay is getting around 14. I'll actually go like 12 to these guys. So we're going to have an 11 deep rotation this year. 4 stars under Mark Dagnall. Let's see how we are without Harnstein. So here at the deadline, we're 33-19. We are the 4th seed in the Western Conference. We have the best offense in the West, but the defense is struggling a little bit. We're 6th ranked compared to our standards. 3rd best point differential. Chet is actually averaging more points per game than Shea, which is kind of funny. J-Dub's averaging around 18 points, and we have like a ton of depth on this team. Isaiah Joe shooting 47% from 3, okay. Essengay is struggling a little bit. Hopefully this isn't Ousmane Dieng 2.0. Aaron Wiggins has been a lot better this year. I do wonder if I want to trade for like a win now center. Like as much as I love Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins, would it be better off, yeah, like grabbing like Khalil Ware or Zach Edey have like another year of team control, which is intriguing. Mark Williams, Derek Lively, I just don't know if they would trade me Derek Lively. Jalen Duren got $24 million a year. Kessler, I mean, he's in making $2 million, but he's going to ask for like $30 million, which I can't afford. So I'm intrigued about the 2024 draft class because you have Ware, you have Edey, you have Klingon, who got extended. He always does. You also have like Sar. You have Yves Missi, who I don't mind. Maybe I can get Yves Missi, but that's an in-division trade as well. A Dembona. Like, there's a lot of guys that I can maybe go after that I can definitely afford. I mean, Miami, we can maybe work out something here, right? Did Khalil Ware get extended? Let me check, just double check this. I have to do this now. So he's making $7 million next year. What I'm going to offer up is, I think, Double M, who I just drafted. Money easily matches. Grizzlies top 3 protected pick this year. And I will give you, I don't have a Heat first, but I'll give you the 2029 Nuggets first for Khalil Ware. They're going to say yes to that. Okay, so I feel a little bit more comfortable this year now with Khalil Ware. being the starting five, can space the floor even. Essengay is going to be out of the rotation. We'll get Chris Sinak about 10 minutes a night. Isaiah Joe is going to get around 10 minutes a night as well. And Topic is going to get around 10 minutes a night. And I want to go about 28 to Kalal Ware. All right, so Wemby just won MVP, averaging 26 points and 13 rebounds. The Bantam Rookie of the Year. So a lot of awards here in the Western Conference. Gigi Jackson, Most Improved. Luka, Clutch Player of the Year. And Doug Christie, Coach of the Year for the Spurs now. Every single award was in the Western Conference. And Josh Giddey just got All-NBA First Team, averaging 26 points. Thunder legend. That is insane. That's like the most insane numbers I've seen from him. But we got two guys on All-NBA Third Team. We got Shea and we got Chet. That's what I'm talking about. We do get Chet on all defensive first team. Let's go. And Chris Sinak on all rookie second team. So we are the 3 seed taking on the 6 seeded Golden State Warriors. 24 points per game for Shea, 23 and 11 for Chet, 18 for J-Dub, double for Kalal Ware, who could space the floor a little bit. And hopefully we have him under team control for the next 2 years. So it's interesting to see what I'm going to do for the playoffs because I feel like Sinak's got to play a little bit. I just need another center off the bench. I don't need AJ Mitchell and Topic, but like AJ Mitchell was a better scorer yet again. So we're going to go like 10 to Mitchell, 10 to Isaiah Joe, maybe 14 to Joe, 14 to Wiggins, 26 to Dort. We can do 26 to Ware, 35 to Chet. 37 J-Dub, 28 Kaysen, and let's go 43 to Shea. He's not going to end up playing 43, but I want to play him a lot. All right, hard shot against his former team. They're in Golden State. Let's see what happens. We do win game 1, 142-117. J-Dub with 33. We win game 2, 118-106. J-Dub with 25. Shea with 24. We go up 3-0. We beat him by 26. We are dominating the Golden State Warriors. And this is for the 2016 squad. We sweep them 32-10 for Chet. Man is a superstar in the playoffs in the save so far. J-Dub was great in round number 1 as well. All right, so we're taking on Minnesota in round number 2. We beat them in 2025. They beat us in 26. Let's hope to get revenge and beat them in 27. They just beat us by 20. Damn, Ant is owning us. And we're down 2-0, just like that. They have our number. Shea, what is going on, man? Game 3. Don't go down 3-0. Okay, we win game 3. Can we please win 2 in a row? Damn, Shea, 4-14. 2 of 8 from 3. We do force a game 6. We blew him out by 50. 40, I can't do math. All right, can we win game 6 at home to force a game 7? We have a good second quarter, good third quarter. There we go. All right, we were down 3-1. Chet hit 6 threes. And here we are. Oh, game 7. Come on, man. Don't go down big. We allowed 37 points in the first. We can't stop them. We can't. They have 94 points, and the third quarter's not even over. Oh, we're down by 12. They're going to beat us for a second straight year in game 7. Was it last year they beat us in 7, or I forget if it was 5. But the Minnesota Timberwolves have owned us. They went to the finals again. And they lost to the Raptors in 5. Man, I just said the Thunder were like the best spot, and I'm worried about the apron, I know. But yeah, here we are. We can't even go back to the finals right now. This is embarrassing. All right, so let's see if we have any nice first round picks. I see we have a Clippers pick and we have a Nuggets pick. The Jazz get number 1 from the Lakers. They shouldn't get that. The Jazz get number 2 from their pick. Nets get 3 from the McKell trade. I get 6 from the Clippers, 10 from the Nuggets. And that is it from this draft. So yeah, in the semifinals, and I just adding 2 top 10 picks basically. So here we are. Shea's making a lot. Chet's making a lot. Let me look. I got to look at the salary cap table. We got to call up our cap guy at the end of every year. We're at $183 million. There's a chance Joe and Wiggins get moved this offseason. Maybe more so Joe, who I think he might be just flat out a free agent. We just have some expensive deals. So yeah, I'm going to make my selections, but these guys could definitely get traded. And here are the guys I selected. Caleb Holt at number 6 from Alabama, a wing. Anthony Thompson from Auburn at 10, and Cliff Garnett at 59 from St. Bonaventure. Shout out Woj. So I'm going to pick up the team option on Isaiah Joe. He shot 44 from 3. I'll get a first rounder for him. I'll pick it up on top, Topic. Essengay, you got to be a little bit better than this, man. You're basically turning it to Ousmane Dieng 2.0. I will not extend any qualifying offers, but here we go. I got to clear up a little bit of money. First to go is probably Isaiah Joe. And the Sacramento Kings want Isaiah Joe. They're sending me their 2031 first round pick. A little bit of a shocker here. I'm going to trade away Nikola Topic. He's a free agent at the end of the year. I like AJ Mitchell a little bit better, and I can get, I think, some draft capital here. Can I get some magic picks from the Grizzlies in exchange for Topic? They would want the Warriors lottery pick and put a swap on it. That's fine with me. Yeah, so I'm going to save around $7 million there. Like I said, I think AJ Mitchell is a fine enough combo guard to come off the bench, and Shea plays a ton anyway. So I'm going to give Lou Dort basically the mid-level exception, 4 years, $60 million to come back. And after all that, shout out Cat, we're $23 million above the second apron. Well, I guess the second apron, I should do this a little bit different. With inflation and the salary cap always going up 10% every year, I mean, the second apron would be a lot higher than this. So maybe that's something I would have to look at more. So we'll say like the second apron could be around like 220 million at this point. Khalil Where's making a lot. I think if I trade away like Aaron Wiggins, we have Chris Sinak. I think I may move like Noah Essengay. And Chicago was interested, so I'm sending Noah Essengay to the Bulls for a future first rounder. And I'm basically doing a second round swap with the Miami Heat and giving them my second rounder this year. So I'll say I'm under the second apron after doing all that. So that is going to be it for us this offseason. We have Shea, Chet, J-Dub, Khalil Ware, Wallace, Mitchell, Sinak. Like, I mean, Ware is going to get paid next offseason. I probably can't afford him with the apron, so I'm probably going to have to promote Chris Sinak to, like, the starting center again. But hopefully, I could just win a title next year, and I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, because I can't afford you for $25 million. Wiggins, he does have a team option for next year, which is nice. Kevin Durant, Thunder legend, retiring at the end of the year. So we're going to split the Wallace and Dort minutes, I think. Mitchell, you're going to get, like, 13 minutes a night. Sinak's going to get around 13 as well. Dort, you can get 24. We'll do 27 to Ware, 34 to Chet, 35 J-Dub, 24 Wallace, 37 Shea's fine. 20 more minutes to play with. We have Dominic Barlow, Jordan Miller, Aaron Holiday. I think I want to see what Caleb Holt can do. He'll get 13. So you know what? I'll go 16, 15 to those guys. So that is going to be the team this year. We're in the 2028 season. I'm really trying to avoid the second apron. And we end up going 3-3 to start off the year. All right, so we're 5-4. Like I said, 2K doesn't love the Thunder as much as you think they would. All right, so I'm here at the trade deadline, and we are performing very well. We have our leading scorer being Chet Holmgren, dropping 23 and 10 a night. Shea's dropping 22. J-Dub dropping 16. Khalil Ware about 12 and 9. And I'm really hoping that this team can go all the way. We do have a 16.7 point differential. This does feel like our best year so far. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks being back, with DeAndre Ayton, Jalen Green being guys around Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I do want to figure out if I wanted to like make a trade right now. We're at $229 million on our, I guess, second apron. What I say was going to be at $200 million. So I guess we're technically in that right now. But I don't think I'm going to make any trades. And I'm going to hope that this team can finally go to the finals for the first time since 2025. So Wemby takes home MVP. Sadiq White is your rookie of the year, the 4th overall pick back in 27. Jaden Ivey, 6th man of the year. Wemby Depoy, Cameron Boozer, most improved. Devin Booker, clutch player of the year. Mark Daigneault, coach of the year with a 67-15 record. Here's All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, Halliburton, Shea, Cooper Flagg, John Morant, and Cade Cunningham. We don't get any, oh no, we did get Shea on All-NBA second team. Anybody on all defensive team, we do get Chet Holmgren, and we also got Caleb Holt on all rookie second team. So we capture the 1 seed in the Western Conference for the first time since 2025. We do have a 16.3 point differential, and I'm really excited to see if this team can go all the way. I want to play Minnesota, but oh no, yeah, we're playing Minnesota in round number 1. Look at that, the team that has owned us in the playoffs. So I think Cason Wallace is going to start there. We'll go 26 to Ware. I don't know if I want to remove like Caleb Holt's minutes. He shot 41 from 3. Aaron Wiggins is pretty good, and honestly, Wiggins has been here for a while. So we're going to have Wiggins and Sinak play about 14 tonight. We'll go about 14 to AJ Mitchell, 25 to Dort, 28 to Ware. I'm going to go 36 to Holmgren, 39 to J-Dub, 41 to Shea, and we'll do 29 to Cason Wallace. Can we finally beat Anthony Edwards in the playoffs, or is he going to continue to own the Thunder? Not anymore. We end up sweeping them. Shea dropped 29.8 points, Chet with 25, and we're taking on the Clippers here in round number 2 with Giddey, Christie, Barrett, Kawhi, Zubats, and Dante DiVincenzo. Can we beat them? Bang! We win in 5. And we are here in the conference finals. 31 Shea averaged in that series, and J-Dub averaged 28. So we're taking on the Spurs, who are no slouch. They got Noah Penda at the 4, Dylan Harper coming off the bench, Nolan Traore as well. You have Brooklyn and Atlanta over in the East. Shout out to AJ Mitchell's game 1 in the conference finals. We go up 2-0, we go up 3-0, and we sweep them. This is utter dominance from the OKC Thunder here in the 2028 season. I'm glad that 2K has found a love for us again. And here we are taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Benedict Mathurin, Kasparas Jakuchonis, Jay Will, the buddy, their friend. He actually was pretty good in Brooklyn. We end up winning by 35 points in game number 1. We lose game number 2 by 8. Cam Thomas at 24. We do go up 2-1. We won by 38. Game 4 goes to the Thunder, and game 5 goes to the Thunder as well. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is your finals MVP. 27 points, 4.5 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 55, 41, 88 splits, and the Thunder have won the NBA Finals. So that is going to be for me. Hope you guys did enjoy. That was definitely one of the easier rebuilds to do. I didn't really have any worry that I wasn't going to win at all, although I didn't win in 2026 or in 2027. Let me know if you kind of like the idea of trying to monitor the second apron and having some restrictions with that going forward. You can let me know if you like that idea down below, or do you think it's too realistic and I should cool off on that idea? Yeah, just let me know. What do you think the Thunder are going to do this offseason? Are they going to run this whole team back? They might as well, right? Thank you all for watching. Drop a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you are not already. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.